future podcasts, call Hope on 0800 600 500.
Hello guys on YouTube, the watching action's changed again. We are 2 hours 35 on the clock. We're using Super for the How Dirty section, but it ain't gonna last for long. Because I think you know what's gonna come next, don't you?
And we are back on Impact, where moments ago, Desmond Wolf left his mark on Kurt Angle. Oh my God, Wolf with a wicked and evil clothesline on Kurt Angle. On Virtual Day. As we promised you throughout this Impact broadcast, it's time for the exclusive video footage from New York City documenting the partnership between Hulk Hogan, TNA, and Dixie Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Hulk Hogan! Hey man, I can't hear you guys out there. Alright man, thank you guys so much for coming. It's so nice to be back in the house that Hogan built. First thing I need to do before I let you know what my plans are about climbing back in the ring here in the United States, I'd like to introduce you to my new business partner, Dixie Carter from TNA. Yeah, you could say we're getting back in the ring big time.
Thank you guys so much. You know, there is no single name that defines an industry more than Hulk Hogan. He's one of the most recognizable people in the entire world.
I'm looking forward
He's a pop icon.
you.
And I can tell you today, on behalf of everybody at TNA Wrestling, we are so thrilled to have you join our company. The man, the brand, all you Hulkamaniacs! A little over 7 years ago, TNA Wrestling started, and we were a television show that broadcast weekly pay-per-views to tens of thousands of people. And here we are today at Madison Square Garden, announcing the biggest acquisition you can have in the history of wrestling.
This is intense, man. I feel like I've been born again. This is awesome. And TNA approached me when I saw how aggressive they were and how they made a stance and how they dug into Spike TV. I knew this is where I wanted to be. That's why I'm getting back in the mix of this business right here in TNA, because this is the company that's going to lead the way in the future. I guarantee that.
It looks like Hulkamania is coming to Spike TV, and we could not be more excited. We couldn't ask for a better partner than Hulk Hogan to take TNA forward to even bigger ratings and more success, and we're going to continue to work closely with Dixie and her team and Hulk and all the resources he brings to develop new programming to grow TNA into the world's biggest wrestling franchise.
My focus is to make this the #1 sports entertainment company in the business, and I just think that there's so many things that they have going for them. There's so many positives that they have, that I just think they needed a little momentum shifter like Hulk Hogan to make a statement, just like the last time I decided to switch gears. The people I worked with, the company I worked with, in a short amount of time, we showed the world that we were putting out the best product. Dixie Carter's got her act together. You couldn't have a better partner than Spike TV. And I'm telling you, man, I'm really looking forward to getting in the mix. I don't know what's going to happen, brother, because when I go at it, I'm going at it wide open. Probably the last thing to say is, hey, what you going to do, Hulkamaniacs? When the greatest network of all time, Spike TV, my new partner, Dixie Carter, and Hulk Hogan, run wild on you. What you going to do? I love you, and thank you for being here.
Hogan! That's right, guys. Hulk Hogan is TNA. Don't believe in everything you see on him.
Your world.
Who can text each other. I've got Alzheimer's, man. Yeah, you told me that like 20 times already, man. To balance the economy, what we should do, we should give pensioners more money, but only if they take up really dangerous sports. Really go an extra £100 a week if you start quad biking through safari parks wearing a suit made from ham. It's not how old you are physically, is it? It's how old you are mentally. I mean, my granny is, what, 83? But she has the mind of a 2-year-old. Just a joke, she said.
Okay, let's spin the wheel again. So this is young people. Ever. Young people, well, they're very scary, aren't they? I remember being scared of young people when I was young. But when I'm growing up, I'll be with them and I won't be scared of them anymore. And then they arm themselves, which I felt really unfair. I'm not scared of like goths or emos, which is kind of a shame because goths make more of an effort to look scary. It's also a shame they're not scary. They make more of an effort. I think that's does my vampiric countenance not chill you to your bones? Yes, I know. If you said one hoodie in there, it'd be like a dog wearing sheep. Don't annoy me. Getting stepped to by an emo. You're an emo, for God's sake. I think between the two of us, we both know who you're most likely to harm. Britain, I have sexual advice for you. That's right. When I was 18, I used food in the bedroom. Now, don't ever do it. It didn't go well, right? Rather than yeah, exactly, right? Rather than tell my then girlfriend what I had planned, I pretty much waited for her like some hideous yogurt goblin, right? And there's anything more terrifying than coming home to find me naked, holding yogurt, going, yeah. And I panicked, and rather than putting a little bit on, I pretty much pasted her, right? By the time I'd finished, she looked a bit like Morph. You're sat there. I created an angry meal. You don't know where to start licking. You don't want to lick randomly, then she looks like she's got an illness. So, I did foot up to knee. That took me an hour. An hour's I was... She looked like an angry gingerbread lady who had her leg dipped in Tipex, right? It didn't end there. I was going, I can't help you. The door opened, one of my dogs ran in, started licking the other leg. Never use food in the bedroom. Thank you very much, Russell. So that leaves us with Stuart. Let's have a look at the last topic then. And the topic is family. Before I rock the microphone, I want to dedicate my performance to my father, who was a roofer. So, Dad, if you're up there. I'll tell you about my family. I'm the youngest of three. My parents are both older, and I have mixed-race parents. My father prefers 100 meters, and my mother's Pakistani. I was raised by my father. My mother left before I was born. You know, I like being raised by my father. He's schizophrenic, but he's good people. I remember one summer I was 5 and he was Mussolini. Went to the park that day. I love parks. Standing in the park today wondering, why does a frisbee appear larger the closer it gets? And then it hit me. My uncle's a hypnotist who has never inappropriately touched me. I have to leave now. I'm a member of Overactors Anonymous, and we have an Overactors Anonymous fee that starts in... Points go to Frankie and Shark. Our next round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of British tennis star Andy Murray Well, what does NGSW stand for?
Is it Murray's Ginger Sideburns Woodford? Is it Marvin Gaye Sprayed White?
Is it miserable git shuns winning? Is it thank you? Hang on. Thank you. Is this exactly what happened in the women's final and the men's final? Is it Murray gives, Serena won? Just looking at the photo, is it Murray gives self wedgie? But actually, is he praying for the one thing he needed to beat Federer, which is major gunshot wound? Is Murray Grand Slam? Whoa.